Hi everyone, this is Swagat. So I'll be your instructor for this class. Okay, let me share my screen. Are you all able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So this course will be completely focused on a Google Cloud Data Engineer certification and whatever
Your voice is not audible.
is it. Can you hear me now? Is it
Yes.
okay? Okay. So I was telling like this course will be completely focused on the Google Data Engineering certification. So whatever the topics are included, whatever the topics are there, like which has been
Swagat, we are not able to hear you between.
okay. Is it fine now, or still you are not able to? Is it breaking in between?
Yes, every 10 seconds.
Now is fine, or is still breaking?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, please stop me if it is breaking. Then I'll do something like I'll try to reconnect. Yeah, so this course we are going to cover all the services which a Google Cloud certified data engineer should know, and this course will not only help you to clear your certification, to clear Google Cloud data engineering certification. Also, we are going to cover many hands-on, many practicals, so that you'll not face any issues whenever you are going to work on a GCP project. Okay. My name is Swagat, and I'm having close to more than 7.5 years of experience in IT industry. And I have been working on the data engineering for past 5 years. And in Google Cloud, I'm having more than 3 years of experience in Google Cloud. And I'm certified Google Cloud Associate Engineer. Also, I have Google Cloud Data Engineering certification also. That also I have done. Okay, so this is all about me. Uh, in the as I was talking about the course, so here we are going to focus only on the data engineering part, and
Again, we lost Swagat.
okay. Uh, so now it's continuous or still it's breaking?
It's still breaking. It saying right in between every 5 seconds or 10 seconds is breaking. Can you change your network on C1?
Just a minute. Let me
Yeah, again now it's breaking.
rejoin. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll rejoin. Please be on the call. I'll rejoin in 2 minutes. Okay. Okay, so I was talking about the data engineering certification exam, which has been conducted by the Google Cloud. Okay, so it's not easy to clear data engineering certification exam. If you just think like you can follow some DOMs from various website and you'll be able to clear. It's not that easy game. So you'll have to know, you'll have to practice the okay. And in the exam, sorry, in this course, we are going to cover like it will be mostly hands-on heavy course. So we are going to cover 70 to 80% of the hands-on. Okay, and the only way, as you can see on the slide, the only way to clear the exam is you have to practice whatever the hands-on we are going to practice on this all the course with you within 24 hours, and you need to practice all those course and materials in your, you need to create a free trial GCP account. I'll show you how to create. But along with data engineering, GCP has many other certifications as well, like associate cloud engineer, cloud architect, cloud developer. Recently, they have launched Google Digital on the Google Cloud. Okay, and how much like it will be cost you to create a free tier account. So if you have a credit card or to create a free tier GCP account, I do not need to read now. I'll show you how to create a free tier account. Only thing is you need to have a credit card or a debit card. Okay, and once you create a free tier account, you'll be getting $300 credit, which will be valid for 90 days or 3 months, and that is more than enough to practice all the hands-on using all the services which are related to or which are relevant to data engineering. Okay. The exam, yeah. So in the for the exam, the registration cost was $200 when I appeared in the exam. Now, so I think it will be around 200 or $250 might be. So and in the exam, if you see the format, so earlier they used to ask the use cases also. So that will be a long paragraph, and related to that paragraph, they will be asking some related use cases. So it was a bit more difficult earlier to clear the data engineering exam, because you will have to go through that long paragraph, and related to that paragraph, they will be asking 5 to 6 questions, which are use case type question. But right now they have changed the format, and they are asking direct MCQ type question. But in that question MCQ, like there will be in some question you'll have to select multiple options as well. So that's a bit difficult. But yeah, right now main purpose why I am telling is they have changed the format of the exam. Earlier the exam, in the exam they used to ask use cases, but right now they have changed that format. Okay. And in this course what we are going to cover, so we first of all will go through all the data engineering concept. What are the GCP pricing concept are there, or GCP IAM service also will cover, and then identity and access management service IAM. So then we'll cover the GCP basic services, then we'll cover the storage product. Okay, and then we'll go to the GCP database product, and then we'll cover the data processing and the exploration services of the GCP, and then we'll cover the GCP data analysis and ML services. If you want a more detailed course curriculum, you can, I'll share this Excel file also with you. So here, not all the topics are included here, but we are going to cover more than the topics what are mentioned on this.
Again, baking Swagat.
Okay. Please stop me when it is breaking. I don't know, like a network is fine. But yeah, if it is not breaking, yeah, if it is breaking, you can stop me. I don't mind repeating that. Okay, I'll repeat that. No problem. Okay. So I was talking like in this sheet, what
Can you join from mobile and through laptop you can show them? Because It's breaking many times. Every 10 seconds once it's breaking.
Oh, okay. Okay. Just give me the, I'll join from mobile.
For the screen sharing purpose, you can use your laptop. For the talking, whatever the audio purpose, you can join with your mobile.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, Swagat.
Yeah, yeah. Is it fine now?
Yeah, better.
Okay. No, wait.
Swagat, I don't know like what happened today. Your voice is breaking in the this mobile also.
Just give me a.
You can continue for mail itself, Swagat, if not possible, because already it's getting late.
I was talking about these are the services which we are going to cover in the course. Okay. So if you see the basic services which are IAM and then GKE like Google Kubernetes Engine Cloud Function, then these are the important services if you are going to work as a data engineer in GCP. So these are the important services which you need to focus, like storage product, GCS, data transfer services, and other storage, Google Cloud Block storages are there. And then for the database, we have Cloud SQL. Then for NoSQL, we have a big data, big table, and then file store, data store, Google Cloud mem store is also there. So also for the data processing, so there are different services of the Google Cloud like BigQuery, PubSub, Dataflow, Dataproc, Data Fusion, Cloud Composer, then DLP, and then Data Catalog for metadata management. Similarly, for data analysis and for machine learning, we have Google Data Prep, and also we have many APIs of the Google Cloud. Along with that, also we have BQML, which is BigQuery ML, and then we have Google Data Studio, and also you can also create a custom machine learning pipeline as well. If you know how to write, write a machine learning code and all using Python, so you can also do that. Okay. So if you go to the console, I don't think I have created the console, but let me open the console. Okay, we'll see a small demo. I'll explain you what we are going to do on this demo, but let me log into my console. Is it still breaking, guys, or it's fine now? Can you please come?
Fine now.
Okay, thank God. So this is a free tier account. You can see which I am using. Okay. Also, so in GCP, if you see the organization structure, so you'll have, if you'll go to here, so this is one of the project. You can go here and you can see the organization structure. So in each cloud, if you see Azure, we have something called resource group. Inside the resource group, you will see, you will create resources. Here in GCP, so the topmost level is the organization. Okay, organization, you can see, you can say some company, IBM, TCS, Wipro. Inside that, there will be many folders. Okay, so inside those folders, you can create your services for each of the department. Let's say there will be folder for sales department, folders for payment department, folders will be for retail department. So there will be different folders. Inside that folder, let's say you are working on a sales application team. So you will be using only the sale, you will be have access only to the sales folder. And inside the sales folder, you can create subfolder as well. So inside the subfolder, you will create project. Okay. So right now, what you are seeing on the screen, so these are the project. Okay, my first project. So these are the project name, and these are the project ID. Okay. So you can create first the topmost level, as I told, will be organization. Inside the organization, you can create folders and subfolders. Inside subfolders, let's say you belong to the sales application department. Inside the sales application department, you will have access to only the inside your organization. You are working for, let's say, organization X. Inside the organization, you have sales application folder. Okay, and inside the folder, you can create project and resources. Okay, so if I'll go to my project, so this is my project. Let's say I'll go to my project. Inside that, whatever the resources I have, you can also see that if you go to the like overview in the dashboard, you will be able to see what are the resources are there for your project. So these are the project. So this is for my previous batch. Okay, we created all these resources. That is what it's showing here. Okay, and if you'll go to the cloud composer, so the demo which I am going to show you, let me explain you. So there is something called cloud composer in Google Cloud. Okay, so this cloud composer is a managed Airflow service. If you know about the Airflow, which is Apache product, so Airflow we use to create and orchestrate a pipeline, you can say a data pipeline. So you can use Airflow, to schedule your pipeline, to orchestrate your pipeline. You can use Airflow. In this demo, what we are going to do, we'll be sending the file. So our source will be GCS bucket. Okay, from GCS bucket, we are sending the file. Sorry, our destination will be BigQuery, and BigQuery is a data warehouse solution in Google Cloud. So if you know about any other platform like Azure Synapse or Redshift, so these are the data warehousing solution in other cloud like AWS and Azure, or Hive. So BigQuery is almost similar to Hive, you can say. So this is our destination, and we have a PySpark code for that. Okay, so I have already written the PySpark code in order to do this data processing. Okay, so this is what we are going to do in this demo. In classes, definitely. So if you not see this demo on the first class, very first class, once we cover all the things, like first we'll cover sources, then the BigQuery, and then the PySpark like processing, then we'll come to this demo. But since this is a demo class, you can see this demo. So if I'll go to my Cloud Composer, uh, Cloud Composer, guys, my voice is fine now, right? Or it's still breaking?
Fine.
Okay, okay, okay. So this is a Cloud Composer environment which I have created, but let's not get into that details how we have created this environment, what are the configuration. But yeah, these are the links which we have. If you want to connect to the cloud server, so you can go to this, you can click on this link. So it will take you to the Airflow UI, Airflow web server. Okay. So this is my Airflow web server. Okay. I have all the DAG. There is only one DAG. This environment I created just before this demo class. If you want to go to the DAG folder, we all know what is DAG. So the DAG is the directly acyclic graph. So whenever you want to create a pipeline, for that pipeline you have to create one DAG. Okay, then only you can schedule that pipeline also. Okay, so for now I have created this DAG. Okay, so this DAG, whatever I told, this DAG is doing the same thing. Okay, so and also the processing which I told, it's creating a data proc cluster. Okay, so you can see this DAG. So DAG here, it is creating data proc cluster. Then we are submitting the, like on this data proc cluster, we are running our PySpark job, and then we are finally deleting this cluster. So this will be kind of a job cluster. And then the pipeline, whatever the pipeline you have, you can define the pipeline like this. Okay, let me save this file. Save as. I hope all the dependency files are already there. Uh, okay, so here this is the DAG folder. Once you will upload this file to your DAG folder, it will take some time. So because it's sending some heartbeat. Okay, and after some time your DAG will appear here. Right now it's not appearing. It will take some time to appear on your web server. So you can just keep refreshing this DAG. Okay, after some time means it will just take 1 or 2 minutes maximum. Okay, here this is my DAG. Okay, data proc GCS. Okay, so this is what it's doing. The PySpark job which I told, actually it's running on a data proc cluster. So right now we are covering many services like data proc, we are covering BigQuery, we are covering GCS bucket, we are covering Cloud Composer, we are covering. How many services? 4 services we are using here. Okay, And this is the DAG. Okay, if you want to see the code, same code which I uploaded here. This is the code, right? So this code is also there here, same code which I uploaded. If you want to trigger your DAG, it might fail, guys, because I have not checked whether the files, whatever the files, because this PySpark file and this bucket, or whether this bucket is created or not. I think it is there because there is demo we did in the class also in our previous batch. So I think it will be there. So let's see. Okay, so right now I have triggered the DAG. You can see it's running the create cluster. It's creating the cluster, Dataproc cluster. If you will go to Dataproc, Dataproc, Dataproc. So whenever any service you open, you can from this link also you can see this project ID. So for which project it's opening. Yeah, you can see this Dataproc cluster it's creating. And from the Airflow, I'm creating this Dataproc cluster. You can see it's the status is provisioning. It's creating a Dataproc cluster now. We'll go to the UI. Here it's running and it's auto refresh. I don't need to refresh anything because the auto refresh button is already enabled. So it's getting auto refresh. I just can see the status. Also, if you want to, if let's say your DAG, so these are all tasks, right? So if any of the steps or if any of your tasks which are there in your DAG job, if it fails, you can also go to the log as well. And if you just click on this symbol on this status symbol, you'll be able to go to the log as well. You can see the log, what is happening. Okay, so all these things right now it's creating the cluster. It will print all the like similar to the PySpark log. It will print like info message, warning message, and error message. Everything it will print. Okay, so let's go to our DAG. So this is the tree view. Also, you can see the graph view as well. So here it is this is my graph view. Okay. Right now this is not scheduled. I'm triggering it manually, but there is something called con parameter, which you can use in order to schedule your pipeline as well. Okay. So it will take some time to create the Dataproc cluster. Okay, it has created the cluster. You can see it's running. Earlier it was the status was provisioning. Now you can see it's running. All the nodes and everything I have specified. Okay. So its Dataproc is if you know about the PySpark and Spark concept. So Dataproc is a cluster, like it's a Hadoop cluster, you can say. On this cluster, you can you can run Hive, you can run PySpark code, you can run like other like Zeppelin notebook also you can create. What else? Yarn cluster, everything, whatever you can do on your on-premises environment, on-premises, let's say, on-premises distribution like Cloudera or Hortonworks, all those things you can do here in the Dataproc. Dataproc is if you have an existing project related to big data, so you can do lift and shift to the Dataproc services. So Dataproc is that kind of service in Google Cloud. Let's see what is happening in my pipeline. So right now it's running that PySpark job. Okay, in that PySpark job, let's not go into that PySpark job. I think it is there in the bucket. But yeah, in that job, I am doing some processing and I'm finally loading the file into BigQuery. So if you let's go to the BigQuery. Have I specified the BigQuery table? No. So, but yeah, we can check. We can go to BigQuery also. Query. So now my table will be available because it's okay. It's already all the tasks ran, and you can see the status as it's success. If it is dark green color, so it's just a success symbol. For failed, it has red, and then different colors are there for different status. Okay, if I'll go to my BigQuery, so this is my project ID. Inside the project ID, I'll have my data set. So these are the data set. I think this inside this, yeah, I think this is the table. If I'll go to the details, I can see, yeah, so they can see this table has created now, right? August 7, 10:39, right? So this has table has created just now. This is the table size, location. If you go to data, so these are my data. Okay, I'm doing some kind of processing and then doing group by count, and those count I'm loading here in this table. Okay, so you can see the data. Okay, any doubts, anything you want to ask, any clarification if you need, please feel free to ask. Any expectation you have from the course, anything if you want to talk, you can talk.
Okay. Um, uh, are you covering Kubernetes engine and cloud functions?
Kubernetes will be so see Kubernetes not in detail, because if you see the data engineering part, so Kubernetes you don't need to know like much detail. If you are doing some kind of DevOps or any kind of DevOps operation, but yeah, in Kubernetes we'll go through the Kubernetes services, what are the but we will not cover in detail.
What about cloud functions?
Yeah, cloud function also will cover.
Okay.
So may I know who is this Saurabh? Okay.
Yeah, this is Vadivel Babu.
Okay. And yeah, so when you are, so we can go through one by one. So guys, please introduce yourself, like how many years of experience you have. And second thing is, what is your expectation from this course? So then it will be clarity. It will have that clarity. Okay. So please introduce yourself. Like I am having this much of experience. I'm currently working in this domain, and then I have this expectation from this project. Sorry, from this course. Yeah. We can start with Arjun.
Arjun?
Guys, you can unmute yourself and you can also talk one by one. Let's not start with some individual, but yeah, anyone who wants to talk, you can talk. Just introduce yourself, about your current work domain, and then your expectation. Only these 2 points will be enough.
Hi, this is Sumit here.
Hi, hi.
See, I have around 8 to 9 years of experience, and I see I am learning Spark data engineering, separate, not on a cloud perspective, but data engineer as well, like Scoop, Hive,
Got
yeah, Spark. So, see, people are running behind Azure Databricks, Azure Data Factory. So I thought I will take up GCP because I have not seen much of GCP uh, trainings as a whole. So when you say big data in GCP, so what are the things that you're going to cover? Mainly, predominantly, what are the things you will be teaching?
So
See, expectation is mainly on something the same services that you cover in Azure or in AWS. So you're going to have the same thing here in GCP, or because GCP we have no clue what exactly what you do in GCP, because the training videos are also very less available in the market. So just give an insight on that.
Sure. So in GCP, if I talk about the particularly for the big data, so we have services like which I talked just now, like Data Proc, BigQuery. So BigQuery is similar to Hive. Dataproc is similar to your Hadoop cluster or PySpark cluster. Then we have Airflow, and then there will be one bucket. The GCS bucket. Apart from that, also we have data flow. Also, we are going to cover data fusion. Okay, and so there will be like SQL. For SQL, we are going to cover cloud SQL and Bigtable for NoSQL as well. So these are the services. So whatever the services we are going to cover, all of them will be related to big data. All of them will be related to data engineering. But what happens in the industry, you will not see like project, they will be using all these services, because if you are using data flow, you don't need to use data proc. If you are using data proc, also you don't need to use any data fusion. So and if you have data fusion, where you can do all the orchestration, everything, you don't need to use cloud composer. Okay, so in the project, you will not see like all these services will be used. But in Azure, what people tell, like what people study, mainly they will study about the Azure Data Factory. So Data Factory, you can see it's almost similar to Cloud Fusion. Sorry, Cloud Data Fusion. Similarly, we have Databricks. Okay, a Databricks is where you can create notebook and all those things. Also in Google Cloud, in GCP, also it supports Databricks right now. I think yes, it's supporting for past 1 year. Databricks is also available in GCP as well. But you can do same thing using Dataproc or using Dataflow as well. So whatever you are doing in Azure Databricks, you can do it using Dataproc as well. Okay, and then there is BigQuery, so which is a data warehousing solution. So if you want to store your data in your data warehouse, so there you can use BigQuery. We are going to also cover that as well. Okay.
Yes. And what about the job perspective? Is it good in market nowadays? Because most of the time we see requirement for Azure, right? Is it the same momentum that is catching up for?
Right now, the momentum which you told, it was earlier, but right now I will not say that GCP is leading Azure and AWS. So that means I am lying. Okay, I'll be pretty honest here. Still, like if you see AWS and Azure, they are leading the market. Okay, and but right now what is happening? Many projects, people are company are shifting to GCP. Okay, so and GCP is also working on mainly their data services, like in a much faster way. But yeah, market is still going towards GCP. I will not say GCP is leading the market and it's ahead of Azure and AWS. No, that will be incorrect. Of course, like Azure market is huge and AWS market is also huge. But right now, company are moving towards GCP.
Okay, thanks. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone else?
What would be the duration of this course?
Mostly we'll try to cover within 1.5 to 2 months.
Is it a daily class or weekend?
So mostly what we are doing right now, we are doing daily classes, daily around 9 p.m. I'm talking about my previous batch. So there we are doing the daily class around 9 p.m. And weekend we are taking off. So, but in some weekend, let's say I'm not available in the weekdays. In some weekend, I'm taking classes, but yeah, mostly we are doing classes on the weekdays. Daily 1 hour we are connected.
Okay.
Anyone else wants to speak?
Yeah, hi Swagat, Saurabh here. Even I have experience of 5 years, and like you mentioned that even in my project, it is migrating from SQL Server to GCP. So my expectation is same fully aware about the Google data engineer or what are the process involved in it.
Your voice was actually not clear. So what you said, you are migrating from SQL Server to GCP.
Yeah, even in project in future they are planning to migration to GCP server, all the things. And
Okay.
so even my expectation is same thing that I want to fully aware about the Google data engineer and what the process
Okay,
involved in it, all the GCP services.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Another thing, guys, which I want to tell. So here we are not going to cover. Let's say we are covering PySpark job. I'll not start the PySpark from the basic. I would expect like you guys know about SQL, PySpark, and Python. At least have some knowledge so that whatever the code I am explaining, you'll be able to understand it. Of course, I'll explain in a very simplified manner. But I want you guys like will not start from this is Spark architecture and this is how the Spark job will create. So we'll not start with that. Similarly, whenever we'll discuss about machine learning as well, because we are also going to do some machine learning application like creating some machine learning model. There also I'll not going to cover like this is regression algorithm. This is all these are regression algorithm. This is how I'll not going to explain about those things because this if I start explaining that, then that will go into a different direction. Here, this course is mainly focused on the GCP. Okay, so uh, like I like I would expect like you guys have some understanding of PySpark, Python, Spark, SQL, and ML, so that whenever I'm explaining, you guys are able to understand. Yeah, so that's a clarification here which I wanted to give from my side. Because this is the GCP data engineering course. So how you can leverage the GCP services in a data engineering project. So that we are mainly focusing on that. Okay, we are not going to discuss about like the data engineering concept. Of course, like we'll discuss like, but we'll not discuss from the fundamental level.
Okay, I got it. How many projects you're covering?
So there are no so we are so whenever we'll see, first of all we'll do, let's discuss about the GCP bucket, GCS bucket. So in GCS bucket we will see some labs and the project which I told, which I discussed. So this is covering 4 services, right? So once you know about all the 4 services, then only we'll come to this project. Similarly, we also have project for data flow for specific to data using data flow BigQuery, then using cloud function GCS BigQuery. So we have a project like if I talk about how many hands-on we are covering, so it will be like more than 60-70 hands-on we are covering from all the services.
Yeah, hi Swagat. The knowledge of Python is necessary for this course, right?
Yeah. Python, it's needed because of mostly like we are going to use Python and SQL and PySpark. Yeah, so Python knowledge is required.
Sanket, do you have any questions?
I think most of my questions are covered. No questions from me.
I can see one more person, Sumit. Do you have any questions? Sumit, you can unmute and speak if you have any questions. Yeah. And Vadivel and Arjun, any questions?
No doubts. Yes.
Swagat, from when we can start?
Well, I'll discuss that with you offline. That's
Okay,
fine.
sure.
You can let them know then.
Yeah, so that I'll inform them one by one.
Yeah.
And I'll also like share this today recording session, today demo class recording session I'll be sharing you. So if you have a question, you can go through it once. And I'll confirm you about the timings. Timings will be the same, 9 p.m. in the weekdays or whatever the weekends. That we can plan accordingly. And I also create one WhatsApp group and also in the Skype group. So you'll be getting recordings as well, each and every class. You can directly download the recordings from the Skype directly for each and every class as soon as you complete.
Okay. Thank
Okay, then if you don't have any questions, then we can wind up now. I'll just give me a few minutes. I'll just check with Mr. Swagat and I'll confirm you the timings and started everything.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks. Very nice.
Thank you, Swagat. Thank you for your time. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.